Alright folks, we're out here today on this beaver dam. Beaver have been cutting up there. They got a beaver lodge right out there at the end of the rushes, but this is all open here. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make a dam break set with a leg hold. Here's a beaver I connected with this morning on this number 4 double long spring. It's not a huge beaver, but it's a 2-year-old. Get my wire and stuff out of the way here. Okay, so the things that you need are, what I use is I have right here, I welded up, I have a 30-inch T-bar stake here. Okay, you can use 2 of those, or you can use one of these and a sandbag, or some people use car rotors. But what I do is I take a piece of wire like so, and if I want my drowning wire to be 10 feet long, I pull 20 feet of this off, and I double it over and I twist it. I twist it together a whole bunch of times like this. You can see my wires doubled up here. And what I do is at the end of this drowning wire is my other T-bar stake. I just drove it in the bottom. Beaver can't pull that out. Other people use, you can use fiberglass drowning rods. They come in 12 or 15 foot sections. You can buy them at trap supply stores and such. Or you can use normal snaring cable to make them, or to use it for drowners. But I use wire a lot of times because I don't use that many leg holds. So I'm going to show you quick how I reset. Got a little hole knocked in the dam here, and right up here at the dam, you can see where the beaver are going to swim up, and they're going to hit their chest on this little clump of mud here. And what they're going to do is they're going to drop their feet. And right in front of it there where that sand is, I'm going to put my number 4 and I'm going to offset it to one side. Beaver will come up, they'll drop their front feet right there, and we'll nail them. If I was going for a back foot, I'd put the trap back about 15-16 inches and I would dig it down a little bit more. Then the beaver, that's usually where the beaver plant their back feet at. But this water gets pretty deep. It's about 4 feet deep here, about 10 feet out. So I'm going for a front foot catch here. I'm going to reset this trap. I'm going to take this beaver off and show you how to attach to the drowning wire. So I have my wire here. What I do is I have a big drowning lock here, and I just slip that wire through the drowning lock and make sure it's sliding down and not up, of course. Wrap the wire around my T-bar stake right up where I plan on setting my trap. Push this T-bar stake right down to the bottom, right there. Now I got my. Get this up here. There we go. Got my number 4 ready. Right up here now, right in that sand spot where I had it yesterday. I'm gonna put that down again. I'm gonna offset it too, just a little bit. See if the water will clear up a little bit here for you guys. There we go. There's my trap right there. It's offset just to here. Today, when a beaver's gonna come up here and he's gonna plan on plugging this dam up, but when he tries, he's gonna get caught in that number 4 and hit the end of that drowning wire again. There's still a couple more beaver in here, and this is the set I'm hoping to take most of the beaver out of here. So that's my version of a dam set. You can use. I recommend at least a number 4, or I recommend a number 4 for these dam sets. Double long springs work great. Minnesota Trap Line's MB750 is by far my favorite trap for making these sets. You can even go older. I have some old Victor number 4 jumps that are fantastic traps also. Just make sure they're good, strong traps. You don't want them pulling out. So another quick variation is you know, if I were to make a Castor mound set on the shoreline here, you know, if I was down the dam further, I'd pile some mud up, put some Castor scent on it, and same thing, dig out in front of the Castor mound about 4 inches deep in front of the Castor mound, right in front of it, and plant that trap there, and you'll have the same results every time. It's a really, really good set for taking trap smart beaver. Hey, here's some geese. But with that, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy some of my future videos, especially my spring trapping one I'm going to release here in a couple weeks. Hey folks, got this river here coming through. There is no beaver house here anywhere, but there's Castor mounds pushed up everywhere. So I was over yesterday, and I just put in 2 Castor mound sets, maybe 30 feet apart. And I got here now, and you can see I got one really nice beaver right here. Got this guy right by the head. Oh, well, head and an arm. On that Castor mound set back there. It's a nice beaver. And then we're gonna wander down around the corner here. And hopefully you can see under the water here. There's another beaver. Pretty good sized one. Not as big as the other one, I don't think, but you know, it looks like it's about a 2-year-old. Got that one right by the head also. So had 2 traps out here and 2 connections, so I'm gonna reset these traps and heck, go for some more, you know. I don't know how many beaver around here, but we'll give her a shot. Hey folks, I'm back here at this dam. I'm really glad to report these beaver have been outsmarting me pretty good. I got foothold set over there and a snare and a few other things, but you can see here I had a dive full set connected on a beaver here finally. Fortunately, it's not a really big one, you know. I thought it'd be much bigger than that. Huh. Oh well. Like I always say, one beaver is better than no beaver at all. So I'm gonna dispatch this guy, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks like I caught him maybe around the back foot or something in my snare. And I noticed my snares the snare's been pulled down a couple times, you know. So I'm using an 8-inch loop, literally, maybe even a little bit smaller than that on this one. I don't know if they're getting around it or what they're doing, but either way, I got one. I'll dispatch him and give you a look at him before I take him to the truck. He just shot this beaver here. Oh, it's not a very big one, and actually I got him around the tail with that loop. I don't know how I got through the snare. Gosh, I'm using such a tiny loop to start it off. But got this guy. I got this leg hold over here, and I looked over and didn't see any tail here, but now that I get over here and take a look, you guys can see it out there in the water. Whoa! There you go. You can see the back hind quarters of another beaver floating here. So, you know, a couple days of not getting any beaver, and I end up with a double. That's pretty sweet. I'll take these guys out of the traps and move on to my next place. Hey folks, welcome back here, Minnesota, 2014, my trap line. There's a channel coming down the shoreline here, and out around the point here, about 200 yards, there's a big beaver lodge built, and I got a couple traps out there. But there's a dam right here. It runs along here, and there's the homeowner's road over there, and he's afraid it's going to overflow. So what I did was I set a foothold down there. I got a Castor mound set right over there It's guarded by a 330, and there's nothing in that set. And I set a 330 back here in this corner. I'm walking up here. And as you can see, there's a beaver here. Not a big one, but he did not hesitate to go into that 330. In fact, he's kind of warm a little bit almost still. He's not, it looks like he might make a large, might be a 2-year-old beaver. But hammered that one pretty good. We'll go back here. You can see he actually put some PVC pipe in here, and he tried to make his own little drainage for the beaver dam, but beaver are pretty smart when it comes to engineering, and it's pretty hard to stop them. It can be done, but there's my 330 right there underneath that twig with nothing in it. And down here I made a Castor mound set right here, and I saw the beaver were working back there, so they had to have went by it. And of course, if you look right here at the top of my set, what do we got? Got a beaver. It's not a really big beaver, but let's see if I can reach my slide lock or not. I made this really short trap chain on here. That way, obviously the beaver are gonna drown in a front foot catch, of course. Gosh, if I can just get a hold of my lock here, I'm gonna pause it. There's that beaver I got there, that foothold. He's just a little beaver. There's plenty of beaver in here. It's really nice and helps to mix up your sets a lot. Places that haven't been trapped at all or very much, I put a lot of 330s in there. But if to help mix it up so every set isn't the same, throw in a couple Castor mound, throw in a couple 330s on a Castor mound, maybe throw in a foothold of Castor mound, maybe throw in a blind set coming into that channel there. I could have did that somewhere around the point, but since they've been back here working so much, I figured I'd cram in a few sets right around here and do a number on them. I got a big beaver around the point yesterday. We're gonna go out and check those traps here after I reset these. So cool beans, good stuff. We'll hit her again tomorrow. Back at this dam here this morning. I set up yesterday. I had a number 4 double long spring set there. The drowner wire. You can see there's a tail of a beaver right here. It doesn't look like a monster. Oh, looks like it might be a 2-year-old. I had a snare set over there. They got around that somehow. Looks like they might have crawled around on the dam, walked around behind it, and just put some sticks around in it. And then down there I had a 330 Conibear. And like I said, these beaver are pretty smart. They actually chewed my sticks off that are by the Conibear, so I pulled that out of there, reset up the snare. I'm gonna reset this snare. I'll reset this number 4. And the beaver actually traveled down the creek here last night. I'm gonna set a blind set down there at the snare. I'm gonna pause this and pull this beaver up so you guys can get a look at it. All right, we're back here. Just pause this for a minute. There's my number 4 double long spring Victor. I had set on this dam brake, and got it's honestly a 2-year-old beaver in this trap. I didn't think there was any 2-year-olds in here, because last winter I caught a whole bunch of little ones in snares, but nothing bigger than that. So I'm going to reset this and reset my snare over there, and we'll see you guys again in the morning. Hopefully we'll connect on one of those really big beaver. I would have another spot here that I got set. It's all tamaracks around here, and bog beaver out here in the Smoky Hill State Forest. I got a 330 over here. There's nothing in it. Then I got a Castor mount set on the other side here, and I actually used a snare on it, and we connected with a pretty good sized beaver over here. He's still alive. You guys come over and take a look at it, and I'll shoot it quick, and then I'll drag it out of the water for you. Yeah, Cass, if you look to the right or to the left of the beaver, those 2 sticks that are out there, my snare was right between there, and my Castor mound was actually back here by the tree. And the reason I put it so far out is the beaver needs enough room to get that snare cinched down over his body before he tries to back out or anything. So yeah, they're really good, really productive sets. Just got to give them a try. I'm going to shoot them here quick and then I'll pull them out. 2, 1. All right, here's that beaver I got. Got him right around the shoulders. It's looks like a 2-year-old, and there's going to be a lot more beaver near this. I didn't bring any snares. I brought a 330 to replace the snare with, so it's another. I think this is number 5 of the day actually, and we still got 2 really good places left to check for you guys. So we'll get this trap reset, and then we'll meet you there. Hey everyone, I just got to this spot this morning. You know, I didn't catch any beaver here today, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of some of the places I get to trap here. You know, this is just a bog, you know, a small pond with bog around it here, out in this state forest. It's actually the Smoky Hill State Forest area. I'm on some private land right now, but I mean, it's just beautiful area. You know, beaver been in here for years. You know, I got a 330 down there. I caught a beaver in here the other day in a snare, but I just wanted to share with you some of the good stuff I get to see in the springtime. One other weird thing I wanted to show you is, so I've been out here to check like 3 times or 4 times, and I don't know where it came from, but I got here just to pull my traps now, and there's this little tiny beaver laying on the beaver house. The feet skin's falling off the back feet. You know, it's been dead for a while. I don't know how it got up here, where it came from. It definitely was not here, you know, when I was out here yesterday. So I don't know if a bird carried it up here, or if an otter carried it up here, or what carried it up here. But it was not here yesterday. But I'm on the beaver house here. It's kind of cool. And then back here, I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. There's a beaver house on the left there, an old one. And just to the right, there's another old beaver house. You know, so at one point in time, you know, I'd say 4 or 5 years ago when I was here, those 2 beaver houses were active, and this one here wasn't. So it's just year after year they jump around. They got, you know, channels cut way back into the bog everywhere. You know, so they're never going to run out of food out here, you know, around here really. So, but just wanted to share a little bit with you guys. Thanks for watching. Hey folks, got my catch here from the last 3 days on my line here. I got 19 beaver. Actually only got 4 small ones, and got 15, you know, extra large beaver, or bigger, extra large or blanket. There's only a few days left in my spring line here. I should say the rest of this week I'm going to try to pull my traps and reset, see if I can get you guys a little bit more footage of springtime. I'm really glad I got to get out and take advantage of this. The weather kind of broke here pretty good in Minnesota, so yeah, here they go. Well, I'm going to stack them back in the truck and head out. Thanks for watching my videos, guys. Just going to show you a video here of a place I found trapping way back in the woods here. There's 3 banked ends down there. Across where this duck blind is at, there's 3 banked ends there. There's 5 runs that come out of this house, and there's 4 runs on the other side over there. So, you know, that's like, I don't know, like 18, and I guess there's other runs. That's just good runs from the winter time. This beaver house has never been trapped before. These people said they've lived here for like 40 years. And there's this beaver house, and there's one more on the other side I'm going to show you guys. But this is my definition of Beavertopia. I'm going to walk over here and just show you the beaver house quick. I'll pause this and hopefully be able to go to the other beaver house and show you some footage of that one. But there's a huge slide going up in the house. This house has grass growing out of it, but it's been here for so long. But I mean, the house is just massive. This is all fresh stuff. It's got to be, the house is probably 60 feet by probably 60 feet. It goes all the way up here. I got a Castor mound set down there. Another Castor mound set over here. I got 5 traps out here total. I got 5 more for the other place to set, but I mean, there's my 10-foot John boat in comparison to this giant house. Hopefully we'll have a whole pile of beaver out here tomorrow, but I'll pause it. Hopefully it'll hold. Hey, welcome back to my spring trapping video. Another spot on this big house here. We just caught a small one and a Castor mound set down there. Walked over to the top of the beaver house, saw this giant lump floating here. Obviously that's unmistakable sign of a big, oh yeah, that's a big female. Unmistakable sign of a big beaver. Here we go. Look at that sow. Oh, Jesus, that's that's got to be around a 50-pounder, 50+ pound beaver. Got him in that Belial right by the head too. Jeez, I can't even hold it up. Oh. Nice beaver. Gosh. We still got one more trap down the shoreline here a little bit further. I'm going to reset this Castor mound set here and hopefully we'll connect tomorrow again. I mean, there's got to be more beaver in here than what we've been catching. Heck, I'll take this out of the trap and we'll head down to the next set and hopefully we'll get you guys some more beaver that look like that. Hey folks, got this beaver house we set up yesterday. We just checked a bunch of traps today and got a few beaver ready. This beaver house here has never been trapped before, and I made some Castor mound sets around the house here, and you can see right here this Castor mound I have going on here. Oh yeah, it's not a really big beaver, just a small one, but you know, when you're trapping a colony like this that's never been trapped before, you're gonna have to expect to get a lot of small ones, and the homeowner here really wants them thinned out. He said to take all the beaver I can out of here. So just on the other side over there, we just caught a really nice one out of there. So got some more traps here to check, some more Castor mounds and stuff, and we'll get back to there. But look at how nice and dry that beaver is. You don't see him, the back of him all dried up like that. It's a nice pelt. Looks good. Well, we'll take this guy out of the trap and we'll head down there and see if we got some more beaver for you. Last day check on this beaver dam here. We've pulled 3 beaver off of here. We got 1 in the snare, 2 in footholds over here on this beaver dam. Well, then the other day when I pulled this trap, I just decided to mix it up and I made a Castor mound set here over here with that number 4, and it looks like beaver. It's not floating straight up and down like usual, but I'm pretty sure that's a foot down there. Let's pull this stake up first, if I can, that is. There we go. Got my T-bar stake here with my doubled up wire. And I'm pulling this so I can just pull this up and out of the mud. I got my wire, pulled this T-bar stake up here. Oh yeah. Do got a beaver. It's not a really big one. I caught so many beaver out here. It's crazy. You know, I caught a bunch. I caught 6 of them last winter out of here, snaring. And now so I've caught 10 out of here so far, and I haven't caught either of the adults yet. You know, which is kind of sad. I was really hoping to get latch onto one of those guys. Here's my back foot catching this little beaver. I went for a front foot, but you know, you don't always get them by the front foot, especially if the beaver's backing up to the set or gets around your trap. What I like to do is, when I'm making these Castor mound sets, I'll take sticks like this and I'll put them right in front of the trap, just above the water, and then those beaver come up, they swim into these sticks and it kind of pokes them in the face. What they do is they drop their feet immediately, So I had my trap offset right here in about 6 inches of water, 4 to 6 inches of water, and it's deep and it just drops off. So the beaver's back feet would have went down, front feet should have went right in the trap, but it didn't happen. I got them by back foot and it happens. But that's another little trick you guys can use. Just putting like little tiny spears out in front of your trap. That'll poke them in the face, make them drop their feet. That'll help you get some more beaver in your fur shed. So I'll pull these traps and we'll head to another spot. Hey folks, out doing some beaver trapping here, and oh, look at that. Ha. So I set these traps a couple days ago, well, yesterday actually, and got this channel here, and there's little Castor mounds all along this channel that winds through the bog here, and across the road over there's a beaver house. Out in the swamp out here there's a beaver house, and I just gained permission to trap here, so I only got to set one night, but I set 2 Castor mounds, and as you can see, there is fur. I see fur floating right here anyway. In fact, it looks like a pretty good sized tail to me. Oh, if I can get my stake out of here. Let's see here. I'll pause this for a minute for you. Well, here's the results of trap number 1. Got a big, oh, look at that. Ha! Look at that. Somebody else has trapped these beaver over the years. Toe is missing on both feet of this beaver, so that means he's a trap smart veteran, I guess. Somebody used footholds on him and he got away, but not from this 330. Lyle did a good number on him. We'll go over and check the other set over here. I did not see my trap where I left it, so it's either sprung or there's going to be something in it. My other Castor mound set was over here. I don't see a beaver. Oh wait, oh yeah, there's a beaver right there. Ha! I don't know how big it is. Ha, look at that! Bam! Double on big beaver. Sweet. Can't complain about that kind of one night set. This one isn't as big as the other one, but it'll make an extra large. So we got that culvert under the road, Castor mound set there, right there, over here. In fact, I'll run back over here quick, show you how close these were apart. They were maybe 20 yards apart. And there's the other big beaver right there. Can't really ask for more. That's my second double this morning, and I still have a couple more places left where I can get doubles. Gosh, Castor mound sets it. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. You're not going to get anything better for spring beaver. Back here at another beaver lodge. Things are kind of winding down here in Minnesota. It's our last week of beaver trapping. I was out here yesterday and got a big one and a set over here and a small one. Got 5 sets out here today. Nothing in any of them except for this one. I got the big one out of this one yesterday. There's a Castor mound set. And I got a small one today. There you go. It's a good catch right behind the front shoulders, and it's an average one for a small beaver. Got him in that Belial 330. I'm going to reset it with some of my Castor mound bait I've been using here. There's going to be one more big one in here, and there could be a couple more little ones, I don't know. Hopefully we'll connect on that big one here before season's over. I'm going to end up pulling all my traps here in a couple days and resetting them someplace, hopefully, so I can get you guys some more footage. So we'll see you back here on my next check. Last day check on this house here. Oh, I've caught, let's see here, I caught 3 beaver off here so far. I caught 2 on day 1, 1 yesterday, and then today I got 1 more over here. Looks like a pretty nice one. So I've gotten 3 out of this 1 Castor mound set on this side of this house here. There's a lot of runs coming out of here. There's 6 or 7 runs coming out of this 1 house. But you can see it's, you know, it's probably, you know, 70 feet by 70 feet. But I caught 4 beaver. This is another big one. So I caught 2 big ones and 2 small ones. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna pull my traps now and reset them in another spot. Got him in a belial here. Again, I'll flip this guy over and we'll take a little peek at him here. Nice, there we go. It's a good picture of him. Another nice headshot on that 330 on that Castor mound there. Got about a week left of trapping. And we're trying to hit her hard. That's number 6 today for us. So, yep, that's what I got to say. See you at the next place. Hey folks, back at this river here. Had a double at this place a couple days ago. Checked yesterday. Didn't have anything yesterday, no activity at all, but I knew there was another beaver or 2 in here because they had put fresh mud up on the shoreline on both sides over here. So I hopped in the water over here and I noticed my 330 was gone. Over here you can see, I'll get out of the light here, but that's a pretty nice beaver there. Got that guy right by the head too. Let's see here, my trap's all twisted up. Get it untwisted here for you. I'll give you a peek of what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's a pretty nice beaver. There we go. I'll get him up on the shoreline for you. There we go. Got that one right by the head. Gosh, you know, the trap was dead square here. I don't know how he must have come in kind of an angle to get caught like that. I barely got him, unfortunately, but I got him. It's you know, it's an extra large, maybe a blanket. So I got 1 really big blanket out of here. This one will probably make a blanket. 1 smaller one. I'll reset this trap here, and got a few days left of the season. We'll get some more beaver for you guys here. We were out here yesterday, and was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. Sorry. When you're trapping so much, you lose track of time. But we got a little one down there yesterday, and a leg hold, and a pretty good size one up here in this 330. Well, nothing in that 330 over there again, but this 330 we connected on yesterday with this Castor mound set. We'll roll up here. You can see we got another decent sized beaver in there. You know, it's gonna go probably extra large. Got that one right behind the shoulders. Maybe it might be a 2-year-old. Let me get yeah, I'd say it's a 2-year-old. Got my Castor mound set. I can see there's fresh mud up here, so there's gonna be a pile more beaver in here. Got some more traps around the point, of course. We'll get over and get them checked here. Oh, lift this guy up quick so you guys can get a quick peek of him. Hopefully I'll connect on that foothold over there too. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, that's a good sized beaver. It's gonna be probably gonna be about a 30-inch beaver. So it's number 4 for today, I think. So far out of my line. We got a few more traps left to check, so let's jet over there and see what happens. Hey everybody. We're on the last 2 days of my trap line here in Minnesota. There's a beaver lodge across that point over there, and I can't get to it. But what I was trying to do was catch some beaver that might be traveling. And I got a Castor mound set here, and there's nothing in that one. I got one more over here. We'll wander over here, and I can see it looks like a pretty big beaver. Well, this is the Castor mound they set up themselves. And I just guarded it with a 330. You know, if I'd have known better, it looks like I got that beaver by the front foot in this 330. It's a big beaver, and there you go, look at that. Well, it definitely was not planned, but look at that, folks. Got this beaver by both front feet in this bull aisle, and this is a pretty big beaver too. I'm surprised he's dead. Big old tail on him. Big beaver, gosh. Yeah, look at that. Got him by, and that's another reason. If I can afford them, I buy Belial 330s, because if that was a Duke or something, that beaver would be gone, unless you had a kill bar on it. But a lot of times that doesn't happen, or you don't put them on there. But got them by both front feet. That's pretty sweet. And that's number 350 for the year. Last place I was at, I did catch one little tiny one, but I didn't shoot a video of it because I was hoping for something bigger or better, just a little itty bitty kit. So sweet, number 350 for the year. Hey folks, we're back at my next set here. We got a big pond here in the back. You can see there's a huge beaver out there that's been there for so long. Well, there's literally a dozen bank runs going up in the shoreline here, and I'm not going to set every bank den I can find. So what I did was I got a Castor mound set down here, and I have two more traps set down there with 330s and a dive stick on them, going into some bank dens. From here, I can see a tail floating in the water out here on this Castor mound. It's really clear water, so we'll go down there and continue our video from there. Well, we're here at our Castor mound set down here, and we do got a beaver, but it's just a little guy, which is fine, Something's better than nothing. Pull him out of the water there for you. Look at this. Look at that little fella. But, good catch, right behind the back there. I'll reset this Castor mound, and then we'll go check these other traps down here, and if I got some more beaver down there, we'll get some video footage of that. Hey, it's a really nice spring day here in Minnesota. April 23rd, I think, 24th. Got a big beaver lodge out there. We caught a little one down here the other day. There's all these bank dens along the shoreline here, and what I did here was right between these two pinch points here, I just made a diving set with a 330. And you can see there's a beaver floating right there. Got that one coming out of the bank den. Instead of just guarding the bank den with a trap, I just decided to go with a blind set, and a dive stick. And that is also a very effective trap. I'm just trying to mix it up this year, do a little bit of everything for you guys. Get a few different sets in, so it's not always the same thing. But look at that, that's a good sized beaver too. Good sized beaver. And I don't think I can get a better shot right in the head than that. That's gonna it might make a blanket. Extra large for sure. Oh yeah. Nice catch. Well, I'll reset this trap here. I got it wired to my stake, and all I do for this trap, put my 330 on a stick, stretch it out, set the trap, and put it under the water, so the conibear itself is totally submerged. And then I'll just take a log like this, put it over the top of the set. And I'll pile some weeds and sticks on both ends, make it look natural. What happens is the beaver is coming in or out of that beaver lodge or the bank den right there, sees that log and says, oh, I better dive under this quick. They dive under the trap, or they dive under the log right into that conibear. And you can see the results are amazing. That's another nice easy set that you guys could try out when you get a chance. So, alright, thanks for watching. And gals, it's pretty windy out here today. I can't guarantee how good my video is going to be for, wind noise. It's actually gusting up to 45 here. But I got this little crick here I set up, and somewhere out there's beaver, there's beaver, because they chewed all these trees down right up here, you can see. And the farmer just called me up. He said, hey, you trapped some beaver out here a couple years ago. Would you mind doing a little bit more? So I put in a 330 over there with a Castor mound. Then up here against the shoreline, there's a culvert that goes under this road here. I made another Castor mound set with the number 4 double long spring. And there was nothing in the Castor mound set, but I can see my trap is gone, and that is definitely the unmistakable sign of a beaver at the bottom of my drowning wire here. Now, if I can just I'm gonna pause this here quick. Alright, got this beaver back up here. Got a Castor mount set right in the corner here. And I got this beaver right by the front foot. That Castor mount set. And it's not a giant beaver, once again, but it's definitely a 2-year-old or an extra large. It's a pretty darn good size one. And I'm gonna leave this here. There's 3 more days left of the trapping season. I guess I thought it was done tomorrow, but I wasn't paying attention exactly to the season dates. It ends on Wednesday, so I'm gonna leave this trap here. Try and connect another beaver or two. It's a really good front foot catch right there. So, all right, I'll reset this. Thanks for watching. We're out here at this lodge, just around the corner back there, maybe like 100 yards or so. There's a beaver dam. I just shot a video there of a beaver that I'd caught, but a timber wolf or something, bear maybe, they're all thick up in this area. Got into it and just destroyed it, but there's this channel here that runs all the way around the point to that dam back there. And then here's the beaver lodge right here. And it's a huge beaver lodge, actually. It looks like a multi-room lodge, because there's one huge end and then it kind of dips down. There's a small end on the other side there. We've caught a few beaver off this place so far. Caught a big one down there, and we caught numerous ones in the dam here. Well, I pulled these traps off the bank dens yesterday and made a couple Castor mount sets. I had one right there. The beaver actually came up around that Castor mount set, and the trap was still set. They kind of destroyed the Castor mount and just kind of went around the 330, so I don't know if they're kind of trap smart or what, but I got to this trap here and I can see fur floating. And I did get looks like a pretty decent sized beaver in this set here. By the head, it also looks like, oh yeah, it's it looks like a 2-year-old. I can get my stick off of this. Oh, get this guy over and around like so. I'm gonna pause this for just a second there, folks. There we go, we're back. I just want to get this beaver out of the water for you. Oh, and apparently I zoomed way in. There we go. Another nice beaver. It looks like a, 2-year-old. It might be a little bit bigger than that, but so I've caught 3 pretty good sized ones off this house so far. Nothing really, really big. But that's the last check here for this year. I got some more traps to set, up in a whole different part of the woods. So, but when you're trapping beaver in the springtime or in the fall, getting really close to their travel ways, because when they need to work on their dam or where they're chewing at, they got to pass back and forth by this spot here all the time, in the evening, at night. Castor mounds along the shoreline, put some sets on the dam, and they're going to produce for you guys, So, well, that cuts it for this spot. We'll see you at another one here. Well, it's raining here today. If you watch one of my earlier videos this winter, there was a beaver house back there I trapped and I snared. And I snared 5 or 6 beaver out of it, all little ones, and I was looking for a little revenge this spring. So I stopped here yesterday and set 2 330 Conibears, and they're both Castor mound sets. Here's the results right here. And I wish I had more time to trap up around here, because they have a huge spot here where they've been working still. There's one, it's not a really big one, but like I said, I'm just looking for some revenge. That's my one set. And you see here, they've been just working like crazy. So I don't know what's up with the other set here. I probably missed. I don't know if I missed a beaver or didn't get him. I don't know. Let's go check it out. Oh, my trap's gone. That's going to be a good sign. I don't see anything floating. Oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, look at that. There we go. There we go. And that is a big beaver too. Big beaver. That's my 3rd double today. Wow. I had a double on a river of big beaver. I had a double in a channel on big beaver. And this is a big beaver. Look at that hog right by the head too. Talk about sweet victory, folks. Sweet revenge. Jesus. Get up here, big boy. Oh, there we go. Look at that monster. Well, it's not a monster, but probably 50 pounds for sure. And it's the female too, so there won't be a bunch of little ones born next spring. There we go. Another beaver double. What is that? I think I got 9 beaver today. One got ate up by a timber wolf. But not a bad day. Not a bad run here at all. It's my last 2 traps of the day. I'm going to pull these and head off to a new location here. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. I don't really like rain. When you're made out of sugar, you're going to melt. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so this beaver lodge I'm trapping is actually way around that point. Back in this corner, there's a tamarack patch, and there's a big beaver house there. And I didn't want to walk all the way back there, so, beaver in the springtime are always looking to, mark their territory again. So I came down here, I noticed they were working here, set 2 Castor mounds about 15 yards apart, and bam, connected on both of them, So when you're spring beaver trapping, you don't have to set right on the house. You can set 200 yards away, 100 yards away. You just have to make sure that you're finding spots where the beaver are working at, and they'll come to you. So, anyway, that's a good way to end the day. Last check on this dam here today. Foothold and a 330 down there. I had nothing in either one of those. I got here and I can see beaver in this trap, but I can also see that You know, I don't know what it was. You know, out here in the state forest where I'm at, you know, there's a lot of timber wolves up here. You know, and there's coyotes and stuff too. But I'm thinking this might have been the, I don't know what did this, but definitely put the end of this beaver. Gosh, and I'm kind of glad it was just a small one, it wasn't some big one. But yeah, that's that's what happened to my beaver today at this spot. Oh well, got a couple more traps around the corner. We'll check on the same pond here. Hopefully they didn't get a hold of those beaver either. Just doing a little video of today's catch. I got 8 here. I caught 9. The one beaver got 8 by a timber wolf, I'm pretty sure. But I got some big ones today. I got a couple that are definitely over 50 pounds, especially this one. This one here is just a monster. This one probably go close to 60. But it is raining like you wouldn't believe today. So I'm gonna shut her down and go inside and hunker down for the day. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go back and go out and make one last run. See what I can do. Hey folks, we're back at this river here. We were out here yesterday and had a double on beaver. Put my Castor down here, my gloves. And this actually is right in about town here, but there's a storage unit place over here, and the the owner of that said that the beaver been taking his trees down, and he just said, hey, could you come and trap some beaver out for me and try? Well, as you can see here, my 330 is gone. It's been raining all night here, so the water's kind of dingy and everything, but I can just get this trap out here. As you can see, I got another beaver here. Got this one right by the head also. This is going to be a 2-year-old, it looks like. That could be a traveling beaver, because this is the Pelican River system here, and it stretches from lake to lake to lake, so you know, I could check again tomorrow and maybe have another double. We'll go down to this other beaver over here, give you guys a look at that one. Big Castor mount set here. Here's an old beaver dam. Fresh cuttings there, and let's see here. You can see the tail on this one. Looks like another 2-year-old, but there's my wire. Oh yeah, this guy didn't even get the trap off the. Yeah, it's. Oh, whoa. Yep, another 2-year-old. Got this one by the midsection. I'll reset here and hopefully connect on a couple more. I got more traps to check today for you guys. As you can see, I catch nearly all my beaver and Castor mount sets, whether they're a 330, guarded by a 330, guarded by a foothold. I caught a couple guarded by snares already, but it is just such a deadly set. Especially, I mean, for springtime beaver, you can't get anything any better. There's lots of cuttings here. There could be 2 houses up there, and there could be one down around the bend here someplace. I don't know, because you can't actually get back into these places by driving. So I'm going to keep resetting these traps and hopefully, pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 more here. Our season closes in about 4 days or 5 days here, and I can call it a good year. I was 233. This is beaver number 335 for the year, and that's the best I've done in a long time. I average about 200 beaver a year, so you can see I'm way over my average. So we'll get these beaver out of the traps and get some more traps checked for you guys. Back to Minnesota today on my spring beaver line 2014. Mixed it up a little bit on this beaver house here. These are beaver out here, they're pretty trap shy. They've been trapped before, so I decided to mix it up, and I added a foothold to the house here. Put some castor here and put a drowning wire out to there. I usually use a stake or something, but the bottom here is like solid muck, so I used a log about 8 feet long to attach my drowning wire. We got here and we can see down here there's a beaver. Looks like I caught him by the back foot. It was supposed to be a front foot catch, but you know, I'll take anything we can get. I'm gonna go down here and pull my stake and everything out. There we go. I'm actually going to pull this trap here. Because we're going to be setting in a different area later today. Where's my stick here? My trap. There's my beaver too. I just got him by the back toes is all, and a lot of times that's what happens. You get him by the back foot, even though you're targeting a front foot. They don't always put it in there, 100% of the time. But my double long spring toe. It's a pretty nice beaver too. There we go. Flip the trapper. Oh yeah. That might make a blanket. Leg hole of the Castor mount set or on a dam is, a really good set for trap shy beaver, for 330 trap shy ones anyway. But here we go. Another nice beaver. Oh, it's a female too, so there won't be any kits born here this spring, more than likely. We got a bunch more really good sets for you guys to check today, so we'll head over to those and see you there. Hey folks, here's my last load of beaver for the season. I don't think I'll be trapping anymore here. There's only 3 days left of the Minnesota season, and they're starting to get rubbed up and bit up pretty good, So I ended up with 348 beaver this year, and I might trap and get just 2 more. Kind of hate to end on an odd number like that, especially when I'm so close to a good goal. But I got some big beaver this year. This one here's around that 60-pound class. I got a couple. This one here's over 50. I get probably three of them in here at least that are over 50 pounds. But one heck of a good year. Thanks for watching all my videos. I appreciate all the views, and I hope I can help you guys out in your future trapping endeavors. Take her easy.